edition, simulcasting at prisonplanet.tv. We are now 5 days into the release of Fall of the Republic. It is the biggest success we've ever had, gauging by the first 4 or 5 days. I want to thank everybody out there for making it such a success. We're continuing with your phone calls, but I want to get into the latest on the Copenhagen-Denmark Treaty. They want to tax dogs. They're saying dogs have as big a carbon footprint because they eat meat as your car. They're going to tax everything. You think the blood-sucking bureaucrats are bad now? They're just getting warmed up. Right now, Fred in Maine, you're on the air worldwide. Good to talk to you.
Alex.
Welcome.
Republic. Alex?
Yes.
Bravo, man. The Fall of the Republic is absolutely excellent. Everybody needs to see this thing. And I'd like to make a simple suggestion to everyone handing out DVD copies to improve exposure to more people. I'm making a lot of these things, man. What I'm doing is I include a piece of paper along with each DVD, and I say, do your part to save America from tyranny, and then I say, print your name and pass this DVD to a friend or loved one as soon as possible. Leave about 20 lines, and I'm the first name, and I hand them out that way.
And the power, I agree, if you tell people, make copies yourself, then it's exponential. One DVD can turn into 1 million. It's unbelievable what we can do to the bankers. Go ahead.
Absolutely, and I think that's going to happen, Alice. The only other thing I want to say is I really love your rants, man. They're articulate, profound, very amusing, and they cut right to the truth. Well, thank you. Anything else? No, that's it, man. God bless you.
How many have you handed out so far?
I just got the one that I ordered along with the FEMA camp one. I'm going to be handing out over 100.
Awesome. God bless you, sir. Wonderful job. Man, that's good to hear. And the word is that people are knee-deep in Fall of the Republic. We started shipping these out Monday. The official release date was Wednesday at prisonplanet.tv. Highest quality anywhere. You can see it on the web. But we normally start mailing the DVDs out on the release date. I said, no, let's mail them out a little bit early. So some people had them by Tuesday, a lot of folks by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We are now up to around October 20th. We're still a little bit behind. So everybody that pre-ordered, most of those people, it's been shipped out to. The next few days, they're going to get caught up to the release date, and then we should be fully caught up. We hire some seasonal help a few times a year when we release a film, but we're really trying to get the highest quality original DVD out to everybody. That's the way to get it, because the copies you make from this are going to look the best, and it gives us a little bit of financial support. Infowars.com to order this, or call 888-253-3139. But a lot of people are downloading the DivX version that's super high quality, not as good as the DVD, but close, and burning that to disc, and I want to thank you. Keep it up. Let's talk to Brian in Mass. Brian, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for calling.
I have a proposal for you for Massachusetts residents. I've been in contact with some of the bigwigs on YouTube as far as the Patriot movement goes. I threw this idea out at a few people, and I wanted to get a hold of you, and I figured what better way than to do it live.
Sure.
In regards to your campaign you ran with the Obama poster contest,
yes,
I was thinking of running a campaign in Massachusetts for all Massachusetts residents with private property, business owners, what have you, to post on their property a sign that somewhat parodies a campaign sign when, the politician schmucks want to, during election season, ask to put that on your property, to campaign for them. Something that would resemble that in defiance to the bill that they're putting through the S-2028.
Yes.
Actually, it is, yes, it's S-2028. In defiance to this tyranny, that they will not enter our homes without a warrant. This is bogus. And
stay there. We got a break. For those that don't know, they passed a bill in Massachusetts saying we can come in your house without warrants, forcibly inject you, and if you don't, we're going to take you to prison and fine you. Stay with us. We're going back to your phone calls here in just a moment. I was just watching CNN during the break. And there was John Kerry up there at the Council on Foreign Relations, the CFR. A decade ago, we talked about the CFR, and Limbaugh and everybody would say it didn't exist. We were lying kooks, and they didn't want world government, even though every one of their bi-monthly publications titled Foreign Affairs calls for world government, a new world order, and defines it. And world government is in the Copenhagen-Denmark Treaty. See, a decade ago, 20 years ago, if people would have listened to all the patriots warning about global government, we wouldn't have been robbed by the banks. We wouldn't have had NAFTA and GATT and been deindustrialized. We wouldn't have had all this corruption, the open borders, the bankrupt southern and western states. But instead now, we are deindustrialized, we are bankrupt, and the very group that engaged in all of this corruption and takeover, they are now wanting even more power. And the very Al Gore who sold NAFTA and GATT in the Larry King debates with Ross Perot that we document in Fall of the Republic, he is the individual now ramming through the greenhouse gas emission treaty that totally takes over our lives. And I'm going to cover that after we take some more calls. But before we go back to Brian and Mass, where they're trying forced inoculations and passing quarantine laws and mass arrest laws to match up with the federal laws and the UN edicts under level 6. Before we do that, I do want to encourage listeners. You have got 19 days to complete 20 Minutes with the President. Sunday, November 15th is the deadline to have them in at contest@infowars.com. This is $14,000, and we've gotten a lot of great entries, and we're getting new ones all the time. You can go to 20minuteswiththepresident.com, just 20withthepresident.com, or there's a banner up on Infowars.com to get you there. And you can watch some of the entries. Rob Dew's handling the contest, and he's in Detroit, Canada, and in D.C. shooting for Fall of the Republic 2 with Aaron. But when he gets back, we're going to add a whole bunch more. Paul Watson, Kurt Nimmo are going to be writing articles about it. Everybody wins that enters the contest. You can take the 20 Minutes with the President script, the 20 bullet points are the most important. You can do the whole thing and reenact it. You can do part of it. You can improvise. You can change it. Whatever is the best, you will win $14,000 first place, $1,000 second place, $500 third place. And later in that week, on that Thursday or Friday, we've got to have time to watch all the entries. But by November 20th, we will do a live radio show with Charlie Sheen and have the winner on with us, and you will win the money. I'm paying for the second and third place. Charlie's paying for the first place. $14,000, and everybody wins who enters because they learn about 9/11 and false flag terror. They learn about 6 of the 10 9/11 Commission members. 6 of the 10 9/11 Commission members who've come out and said it was a cover-up, a fraud, a lie, a scam. Get involved in this. This is a historical contest, and I know there are great filmmakers and documentary filmmakers or laymen out there. It can be 2 women. It can be 2 men. It can be a man and a woman. It can be a black guy and a white guy playing the part of Charlie Sheen and the President. Or it can be improvised another way. It can be long. It can be short. It can be 1 part. It can be 2 parts. It can be 3 parts. Whoever does the best job will win the $14,000. But regardless, when you enter, we're going to post the videos. The smallest videos will get tens of thousands of views, and they are. The big video, the winners will probably get hundreds of thousands, if not millions, and they'll float around on the internet forever. This is such an exciting contest. 20minuteswiththepresident.com. Get involved today. You can go find the script, the information, everything at 20minuteswiththepresident.com. You can do video clip entries with a voiceover, however you want. Whatever Charlie thinks is the most moving, he's watching them all and he likes them. He's really impressed. You will win the $14,000 and be on air with Charlie Sheen with us. So, 20minuteswiththepresident.com. Okay, let's go quickly now. Brian, for those that don't know, tell them what's happening in Massachusetts.
Well, they passed a bill, and from what I understand, it's just awaiting the Governor, Patrick Duvall, to sign it into law. And it basically, the verbiage, if you read the bill, it's just insanity. what they say they want to do, enter your homes, all over some bogus swine flu. I clearly...
But the way it's written, it could be for other emergencies in the future.
Absolutely. And under it, just like they gave immunity to all the pharmaceutical companies with the swine flu, it gives anybody involved, any law enforcement, any medical entities, anything, total immunity, no matter what they do or any actions they take against the citizens. You talk to, I can go out on the streets right now and talk to people. They have no idea this is going on. Ironically, Massachusetts, the birthplace of liberty, is becoming the birthplace of tyranny.